DAP Publicity Chief Tony Phua says the proposed goods and services tax will be looking at increasing the government's revenue by taxing the poor.
Now, what the government essentially is doing is that instead of working out policies to raise the income of these 85% of the people so that they qualify to pay taxes and increase the revenue of the government, what the government now is doing is deciding to, since the poor can't get richer, let's tax the poor.
Tony points out that only 15% of the workforce earns enough to qualify to pay personal income tax.
Because the question needs to be asked, when do you start getting tax? Personal income tax, when do you start getting tax? When you start reaching income of about 2005? About 2005, that's when you pay a little bit of tax. Okay, tiny lah, about 30 ringgit a year or something like that. Think about it. 85% of the working population are not earning 2,500 a month to qualify to pay tax.
He says even if tax evaders were taken into consideration, they won't make up a big percentage. Phua says instead of burdening the poor, the government should work on better managing its funds.
Do we even need the GST? Do we even need the extra tax revenue from the people? This is the income of the government from 2003 to 2013, an increase of 125%, from 93 billion ringgit to 209 billion ringgit. This is an increase which is an envy of most countries around the world. High growth lah, not high income yet. High growth. Every year increased by so much. Now the problem with our country is, despite the fact that income increased by 125%, next slide, that increased by even more. From 203, 189 billion, 203, now it is 502 billion.
He says the debt is the result of a persistent deficit budget year after year.
And let me tell you, this year, despite passing the first quarter, already got supplementary budget. We just passed it last round. We passed doesn't mean we approve. We have no choice. No, Iza and myself, no choice. No, because supplementary budget, they come and present, you debate all you want about what's spent there. It's academic. Sudah spent. So even if you reject it at the parliament, they have already spent it. After they spend, then they come back and say, minta peruntukan tambahan. Okay, minta peruntukan. They don't minta first, then spend. They spend first, then come and minta. No? That is the critical point. They spend first, then come and minta. No respect for the law at all. The budget is a joke. I've been there 5 years. I'll tell you upfront now, the budget law is a complete joke. Because they can provide whatever they want in the budget. We will pass it out of necessity, okay? And then they spend what they want after that.